Samayam Bhagava. Once upon a time, Lord Buddha was sojourning at Pavarika. So that was the reference given to me. Natural problem was there. Law and order problem was also there. So you have to have certain intermediaries. So intermediaries also and to the students also, I went to the place. I could get near about 57 sculptures of Buddha and various other things. So that was a place known as Pavarik, and near Pavarik there is another place known as Chandimo, and all these places are very easily connected within 13 kilometers of Nalanda, but not known to many people, not even to Kanningam also. But the local people knew about it. So that was one important place, and there were some other important places also. Another thing was, because if you go through this one, that is, Rajgir area, in the outskirts of Rajgir, there were few mounds were there. It was, of course, noted by Kittu when he saw it in this one while he was the explorer, but then it was forgotten, and then a road was also passing through. So I was passing from Rajgir to Bodh Gaya. So this unassuming mount, that was a powerful attraction for me. I just got down from the car, went to the site, explored the entire area along with my team, and I could find that most of these things it goes back to the period of Ashoka and even earlier also. But I did not know the significance of it. We all know that because Lord Buddha passed away at Kushinagar. People said no, he would not die because he is immortal. But he said everything, whatever is composed, that it would disintegrate. Handa Dani Bikava Amanata Yamiva Vaya Dhamma Shankara Appamadena Sampritati. So after this one, his body relics were, it was divided into 8 people. Of course, the Mallas, they did not want to part away with it. But then Ajatashatru, he was the most important king at that time. He said, no, you have to divide it. Ultimately, it was divided. And the major portion had come to Rajgir. So, where exactly in Rajgir, that was one important task, which was bothering most of the scholars for a long time. They were not able to discover these things. Of course, in certain 2-3 places we have got the relic caskets also. Sarnath we have got the relic casket. And then Piprava we have. And in Piprava there is one important thing is, there is a small inscription also. Sukiti Padinam Sabaginikanam Saputtagalanam Uttasya. That is a very this one, very good inscription, which takes the whole thing to 5th century. So that was a very important thing. And then at Vaishali also a small casket has been discovered. So here the most important thing is, you don't have any stupa also in Rajgir. Then we went to the whole site again, explored the entire area. There is one place where most of the people were saying that this is Rajgir stupa, that is this one. But if you look at it, it doesn't look like that of a stupa. And moreover, the most important stupas in the ancient stupas, they were made of mud. And then it was converted into bricks also. But this is made of stones. And it does not look like that of a stupa also. So we had our own doubt about it. And when it was excavated, its antiquity went back only to 4th century AD. Not 4th century BC, 4th century AD. So we excluded it, it's no. Next please. Should I? Can you do it from there? Next. Anna. So this was the mount which I had identified. It was a small, good mount. We saw it like this one. Before me, Kittu had seen it. That was in 1842, then it was forgotten. So when I explored the area, I could get Sunga bricks also, then Ashokan bricks also. So by that time, some of the railway authorities came to me. They said that they wanted to, because Nitish Kumarji was the railway minister at that time, he wanted to have a railway connection between Nalanda and Bodh Gaya. It was a very, very good idea because he was the minister and he should have it because he was from that area also. So some of the railway authorities came to me. They said that they are going to have a railway line through this one, Rajgir area. So I said, can you just show me the whole thing, where is the line passing through? So when they showed me this thing, because it was very important, very difficult for us to accept it, because it was passing through the heritage zone. So I objected to it, and you cannot pass through these things through the heritage zone. But legally, I was not within the legal this framework also. It is a heritage zone. That is, it is a thing which is given to you, it is given by you. But at the same time, legally you cannot do it. Legally, if there is a monument, you have got 100-meter area at that time. Now you have got 300 meters also. So I could not object it legally also. But I said, I made a point of it. It is a heritage zone. You just cannot pass through this railway line through this one. So they had their own problem because they cannot divert it. They said, if we are diverting the railway line, then the cost escalation would be there. I did not accept it, and because for getting the permission for an archaeological excavation, you have to wait for 6 or 7 months, because when this Kaaba meeting takes place. But there is a small window for an archaeologist. If you are resourceful, then you have a small window. You can do a rescue or excavation. So I went immediately without informing those people. I went for a rescue excavation, excavated the place. Next please. So we started the excavation. I got the local people also along with me, because you have to carry the local people also to make any kind of protest against those things. Next please. So when I excavated, I got a terraced stupa. You can see that lime plaster also there. A lime plaster, we have been thinking that it was brought by Mughals, but it was not like that. You have got it in 3rd century, 4th century BC also, this kind of lime plaster. Now, if you look at this thing, here, so this is Gaja Pushpa. So that was an important sign for me, because it is taking a turn. It is known as Gaja Prashtagara. Gaja Prashtagara means you will be having something very important thing there. So we thought, the relic casket could be most probably there if it survives. Next please. So then we further exposed the entire thing. So now you can see that Gaja Prashtagara. Gaja Prashtagara mostly it goes to 4th century, 5th century, 3rd century, this one. Next please. So then we excavated like this one. When we excavated, and then we said that we have an Ashokan stupa, and it could be Ajata Shatru stupa also. And the whole news came in the newspaper. So the railway authorities, they were forced to change the railway line. Now that was of course because of our rescue operation, and also the kind of stand we had taken up at that time. Next please. And now you have to see whether there was any kind of relics. Stupas are there at various places. So, but these 8 stupas with the relics, that is the most important thing. So now we have to see whether relics are there or not. What happened is, during the long interval, most of the relics were taken away by various people. So that was also there. They were known as Stupa Vedagas, because they were violating it, and they were breaking open, and then they were the treasure hunters also. At various places, from the stupas it has been removed. Next please. So there is no possibility that it would be there. But Ashoka also had opened this one. So how would you say that Ashoka had opened it? If you look at this thing, here you can see where Ashoka had opened this stupa, and he had distributed the things to other stupas also. So we could locate that one. Now we have to see whether any part of this one relic is there or not. Next please. So I was doing the conservation work also along with it. Next please. It has been conserved. Next please. And then if this one relic casket is there, there would be a kind of relic chamber also. So I went down through the relic chamber. NBP pottery pieces are here. NBP will give you a definite dating. It will be 5th century, 6th century. Next please. And now you can see the NBP pottery pieces here. And this was the relic chamber. This was the relic chamber. Now, unfortunately, we could not get the relic casket in situ. The in situ, it was not there. But when we excavate, outside area, there we could get a small broken piece of the relic casket. Which of course says, because the relic casket was there, it was at a later time, it was removed by the people, it was stolen by the people. Next please. So it was from that area we could get the relic casket, part of the relic casket, not the entire relic casket. In Viprava, you have got the full relic casket. Not only there, there you have got 5 relic caskets are there. Next please. This is the relic casket, broken relic casket. But this is the biggest relic casket we have. And the material, it is the same kind of soft stone. Viprava is also the same thing. So, this one Vaishali is also the same. In Vaishali, the color is exactly like this one, soft stone. And in other places also, we have got the same kind of thing. Next, please. And then this is the Viprava relic casket. That inscription is there. Sukiti Padinam Sabagenikanam Sabutta Dalanam Buddhasya. This is a replica which I have made. This is the original one. And this is the replica which I made. When Obama came to India, as a gift, I gave him this one. And to many other, this one, scholars also. Next, please. And you have a relic casket from Devani Modi. It is not, of course. Next, please. And from Vaishali, it is from Vaishali. It was earlier excavated by Altekarji. And it was from here he had got the relic casket. But that was a small one. Next, please. This is this one. Vaishali relic casket. But if you see the original one, it's a very small one. Not as big as ours. Next, please. So again, now then I made a computer simulation of it. Next, please. Next, please. Next. So this is how we have conserved it. So this is, 5 kilometers away from the original, this one, the Rajgir area. So there we could locate it. Next, please. So you can just compare it. So unless and until we had taken that bold step of excavating it without permission, perhaps we would not have got even this smaller broken relic casket also. So sometimes you will have to take it like that. Next, please. Rajgir should be made a heritage zone. Next, please. Next. So it was all with the person. And now this is the Gideon Stupa. Next. Next. So all these things have been, we can go to Nalanda. Nalanda, I'll be, and that is just to tell you not to, this one for showing Nalanda, because Nalanda is a well-known place, there is no need of going through the whole thing. But how we have to present Nalanda and other places. Now what happens is, if you go to Nalanda, Nalanda is there. And we would say that it was a great university. It was before Bologna University, we'll say it was before Paris University, we would say it was before Cambridge University. All these things are there. And at the same time, when you are told, because my proposal is that whenever you go to a particular monument, first of all, there should be a kind of interpretation center where there should be a small documentary about whatever is you are going to see about whether if it is Nalanda. There should be a small documentary. And then a very well informed guide, after seeing this one, a very well informed guide should pick up them from that particular point, take them to the sites, put a tongue in each and every stone so that the stones will speak to them. So it would be a kind of, once you go through with the help of this one, with the help of that guide, the whole site would come alive. And that would be a kind of experiential experience for us. We are not creating that kind of this one atmosphere also, that kind of experience also. वो सुनने की मोहलत मिले तो सुनने की मोहलत मिले तो आवाज है पत्थरों में सुनने की मोहलत मिले तो आवाज है पत्थरों में उजड़े हुए बस्तियों में भी आबादियां बोलती है जब कोई नहीं बोलता तो खामोशियां बोलेगी. So we have to create that kind of impression and that kind of experience also. So I'm just showing you some of the earlier photograph of Nalanda when they did not know that it was Nalanda. It was in 1811 when Buchanan came. He saw the whole. Now we know what was Nalanda. They saw it like this one, and there was one person who had built a house over that one, the earliest university. He had built a house over that one because he did not get a land in the village and he was an outcast, he was a lower caste person. So he was given an accommodation there. He built a house over that one without knowing that he is having his house over the biggest university of the world. Next please. And then